Hey, welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Mike. I'm your host, Michael Beckford. And in today's topic, Usher and friends gave us a Super Bowl we can't forget.
This is 5 Minutes with Mike, our news, our voice, and our opinion. With your host, Michael Beckford. Now stop, listen, and pay attention for 5 Minutes with Mike.
This episode of 5 Minutes Mike is sponsored by The Sex Tour Volume 2, a short story by Michael D. Beckford, coming soon to Amazon and wherever you read your books. Now, let's get back into the episode. Number one, Usher, oh my gosh. Usher. Not literally, I watched his Super Bowl performance probably a total of maybe 5 to 7 times. This is after the live telecast. By the way, I watched the live telecast on Peacock. Peacock, y'all got to get y'all together, okay? Like, literally, like, I understand, this was a record over 123 million people that watched the Super Bowl. But during the halftime performance and a few other times, the dang old app just glitched out, my dude. Like, literally. And so I'm literally watching Usher, take the, Alicia Keys back and rope her in and and then, bam, technical difficulties with the app. And I'm like, it took me forever to get back on. And by the time I got back on, the halftime performance was over. So I was old, to say the least. But after watching, of course, the telecast, I saw it before YouTube did the deletes, even on YouTube. Well, I should say the NFL, because the NFL was really a part of that quote-unquote Alicia Keys controversy where her voice went out. But everybody, like Jason Lee said, everybody deserves at least one time, and this is a live performance. A lot of times, a lot of artists get on there and they just let their music play in the background and they pretend like they're singing. So kudos to Usher and Alicia Keys, and also Swiss Beats, who took this, pretty much took this with a grain of salt in regards to the whole Usher grabbing her and hugging her and all that stuff. But number two, I honestly was, first of all, I didn't know that Lil Jon was 53 years old. I had to look up Lil Jon's age, because Lil Jon, like, really that other segment that really, like, the finale of the concert to me was obviously the best part. Yeah, Lil Jon came out, Ludacris came out. Don't know what Jermaine Dupri was doing, but either way, obviously he had an impact on Usher's life, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, this was my top 5. Literally my top 5 when it comes down to Super Bowl halftime performances. My number 1 is Bruno Mars, and Bruno Mars with Beyonce. That formation and that thing, and Beyonce even messed up too when she performed, when she came out on stage. At one point she almost failed. Number 2 for me, as far as halftime performances, gotta be Michael Jackson. Gotta be classic MJ. Like, I watched that. I was, probably a little baby at the time that came out. But either way, that's number 2. Number 3, Prince. Purple rain, purple rain. I mean, like, literally, and the heavens opened up for this dude at the time of the Super Bowl concert and rained down. So that's definitely my number 3 when it comes down to Super Bowl performances. Number 4, Usher. I'm gonna give it to Usher. I'm giving it to Usher. And number 5 has to be the one with the multi-Grammy artist. Just one of the biggest in years. And honestly, a lot of this is due to Jay-Z, to be honest. A lot of this is due to Jay-Z. But that's a whole nother conversation, because there's some Colin Kaepernick stuff that gets mixed entwined to that. But number 5 has to be the one with Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, who's one of my favorite, artists out there, right now. So yeah, that's my top 5. Now, your top 5 could be whatever. Rihanna, blah, blah, blah. I'll put Rihanna in the top 10. I just didn't like that her performance was kind of, to me, melodrama. I understand that she was pregnant, but that's what I felt about the performance. So, either way, put down in your comments, put down in the comments below what your top 5 is for the Super Bowl halftime performances. Now, the third thing is in relations to this episode, in regards to Usher and Friends, I liked, of course, the fact that he skated. I mean, I think that was a history making moment. Like, we knew that he did the skates in his Las Vegas residency, but that didn't mean he had to do it in the Super Bowl. I mean, sometimes people think that just because a person does one thing doesn't mean they have to do it that way again or another. And just the way, obviously, for them to have designed the set, and I appreciated that they had the black marching band. It was a show, and honestly, my other thing is with will.i.am. I didn't know if it was will.i.am or Kanye West, because quite honestly, with him with that helmet, I couldn't, and his the way his body was shaped, I couldn't tell that they both looked the same to me. But in my mind, I knew. I said, you know what, they not gonna have Kanye West part of this Super Bowl performance, no matter what Usher said, to a degree. And but either way, it was great. As Usher said, he brought the A to Las Vegas. He brought the A to the Super Bowl. So hey, big ups to Usher, man. Like, long time coming. This dude is definitely an icon, a legend, and he's still doing it. He just had a new album drop, and I don't remember the title right now of this album at the moment, but I can tell you, if you look on, whatever your streaming site is, just look up Usher and you see his album, and it's pretty damn dope. Like, I was listening to some of it. I've listened probably maybe about 6 or 7 tracks. Like, this is an album that you don't want to skip through the tracks. I just happened to do something else in my life and never finished it. But this new album is pretty dope. Like, this dude is at 45 years old, just got married, is still doing his damn thing. Now, let's take him to church. It does not take Usher and Friends for us to understand that it takes a true friend to see the light in you. And 5 minutes of Mike. Sex can be used as a powerful tool, and even more powerful weapon. Welcome to the city of Atlanta, where the lights are bright, the scams are steady, and sex is the ultimate drug of choice. The Sex Tour, Volume 2, a novella by Michael D. Beckford, coming soon to ebook, paperback, and audio. Volume 1 of the Sex Tour is available now wherever books are sold. It's sponsored by the Sex Tour, Volume 2, available, coming soon, I should say, wherever books are sold. And this episode of 5 Minutes Mike is written, produced, and directed by Michael D. Beckford, all rights reserved. Copyright 2024 by Michael D. Beckford, all rights reserved. Please hit and like that subscribe button right now, and thank you for listening and watching.